Does this look like a screw that belongs on an RC? YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy Mr. Mitos. Back with another video. You guys, check this out. We done moved on to the MCD. MCD is on the chopping block. This is a huge body shell for this rig. Rig's still in the box. Just took the body off, thinking about the paint theme I'm gonna go with it. I figured it out. Now I just gotta start it up and whatnot. Huge front window, windshield. The windows are huge. I'm gonna make this glass at the top see-through. So it's a lot of masking that's gotta go on with the body. Got the new wheels over there. You guys can see I'm swinging back up around here. Got those, running the MAX4. Took this out of Nipsey. Nipsey is now running the MAX5, as you guys can see there. He all suited and booted, ready to go to the park. So I had to take that out. Got a new 800 kV, double fan. We got a receiver, got some tires, got some lights, got some servos, steering servo, brake servo. I may run just front and back so that I can use the brake, or set up some type of auxiliary button to for reverse or what have you. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. Also picked these bad boys up. These are light pods. I don't know if you guys can see that. My lighting is pretty dim. But these you mount in the inside of the body. You know what I mean? So they will go something like this, right? Somehow I'm gonna get them to stick in there. Maybe some double-sided tape or whatnot. We'll figure it out. Maybe this area up here we'll utilize to put the tape on it. Got some, let me pull this light down some. There we go. Got some pieces to replace some of the plastic chassis pieces that's on there. Top brace, front brace. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then I also picked up the decal sheet, which they sell separately. So it comes with one, right? So it comes with this one. And then I was like, well, where the hell is the decals at? They sell them separate. So here's the decal sheet as well. The only thing is it may impact my color, my color scheme that I'm doing with, you know what I mean? This gray in here, I'm not running with the gray. So 9 times out of 10, I may not even use these. If I do, build another body, then I'll use them. But for the most part, I'm probably gonna use some of these in here, but the big joints, I probably won't. I bought this thinking that it came with window masking and things of that nature, but it don't. Cool thing is it comes with the mirrors, not the mirrors, but the headlights and the tail lights. So at least I can double use these, or use these to mask them off. And then I have another set right here, just in case I'm unable to utilize those. I got another set to go on the outside, Also use this as a stencil to make my own as well and remove this out of it. So place this down on a piece of vinyl and then cut it out on another piece of vinyl and then lay that on instead of using this. You know what I mean? but that's just an idea that I'm trying to come up with. So that's enough. That's 5 minutes of rambling. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with masking the body off. The chassis, I mean, pretty much all I gotta do is install those, mount the ESC, put the motor in there, bolt it down, and it's done. Put the tires on and it's done. So that's not gonna take too much time at all. It's the body it's gonna take up most of my time trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with it. So other than that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, the masking is being completed. Got a little design on the hood. This is been a journey, guys. It really truly has been. Took me quite a bit of time to get all this masking tape done. Ran out of masking tape, had to improvise with some sheets of paper. Had to buy some more masking tape. But we are good to go. We are good to go. I used the actual window trim that actually goes on the outside as a border, and then I just fill that in on the inside, you know, help with keeping the lines on the outside of the window nice and straight, and just fill it in. Same thing in the rear, as you can see. Front I didn't do. This is all hand cut, so if it's off, it's off. I don't even care. It is what it is. But do the same thing on the other side too, you know. But yeah, we good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get the spraying and put some color on it. Next up is the paint. So what I'm going with first is the red pearl, followed by the candy yellow, backing it with the candy gold. And we're gonna see what we come up with. All right, guys, it's been a couple days has passed since I've started working on the body. Got the body all painted. Got the cage in there, decals on there, lights in there. Doing things out of order, and I forgot to put these on. These you actually got to put on before you put the cage on the body. And it was a hassle getting my lights ran, my wires ran, and all that. You know what I mean? Putting the wing on there, finding out what the extra pieces on the side of the cage was for the wing to fit on the back window. So it was like I had to do some research to figure out how to mount the wing on there. And by the time I did all that, I realized that you were supposed to put these on the body first before you put the cage on. And I just said, screw it. And these will go on top, and it is what it is, folks. You live and learn, live and learn. So with that being said, I moved on to the chassis while the body is waiting. And this is the Pro. This is the MCD Racing XR5 Pro. It's not the FTR. It's not the Ultimate. Those were not available when I purchased this. As a matter of fact, this wasn't even available when I was on the website to get this. There was a roller for the gas and the electric, and they both went the day before I wanted to pull the trigger. So I bought the XR5. No, the XS5, the car. And my hair emailed me back and said, hey, I don't have that in stock, but I will have the XR5 in about a week and a half. Do you want that one? You know, so long story short, I ended up getting the one I actually wanted in the long run. Just took a little bit longer time for me to get it. And there's some pieces that I want to put on here that's billet that I went ahead and picked up. That's over here. Like the center diff top, and in the front, extra bracings and what have you. Things of that nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this MAX4 on 800 kV in here, you guys. Eventually I'll start to, like, you know, get other billet pieces on here, but it's cheaper for me to get them individually than for me to buy the ultimate out the gate. I know that it's cheaper to buy it, you know, already assembled than for you piecing everything out. But for me, over time, it's easier for me to buy a piece here, buy a piece here, buy a piece here. And then ultimately I'll have the ultimate, you feel me? But in the meantime, in between time, you know, I got to start where I'm at. So with that being said, I got to figure out, I got to cut this servo mount wider. So I got my Dremel to cut this wider. The homie Big Gap was like, hey, you got to cut that servo tray. Seen a couple of videos of guys having to do that too. Lance Chris RC was also one of the guys. I saw his video where you needed to cut this to mount the servo. I think these are 2 servo mounts as well. And here's the thing, guys, there's not a lot of videos of guys actually showing you the actual, like, battery tray and where things go. They've already put it in there and they're showing you their setup, but not like I watched a handful of videos. There's a lot of videos on there that's pretty old on YouTube. Nothing new, you feel me? But much respect, you know, shout out to everybody that has these vehicles, you know, that's taking the time out to show the world, you know, their build. And it's helped me tremendously in my research and what I need to do to mine, you know what I mean? So I know I'm rambling, you know what I mean? This isn't an Arma, this isn't a low C, it's on another page, you feel me? Gonna try to get these brakes to work as well. I got a servo for the brakes, so I'm gonna figure that out because I want to use the mechanical brake as well. And get my wires ran, and we're gonna take it from there. I'll cut the camera back on, you know, as I'm going through it, and we'll take it from there. In the meantime, let's get it. All right, so first thing first, center mount. Front stiffer alloy. We're gonna go ahead and do the upper stiffer alloy, which is this right here, and the brake plate alloy, as well as the what do you call this? The servo saver top. So I'm gonna put all these pieces on here and then see what it's looking like. Let's get it. Cool thing is they got these screws, these pretty crazy, these screws that bite down into the plastic. I mean, to be honest with you, they seem like they're tighter than the actual screws like this, especially in plastic. Very aggressive screws, I ain't gonna hold you. Very aggressive. With that being said, let's get it. All right, folks, maybe we didn't run into an issue here. So putting on this metal plate, as you notice, the holes on here is drilled for a button or the flat top screws. But on the plastic there, like this. So I'm gonna see if I can use these here. I don't have as many. Like, it came with one. I'm like, why did it come with one in a bag? But gonna see if I can finesse it. These countersunk little rings here to put the factory screws back into the plastic. Since I'm not using the metal diff housing, I'm still using the plastic. So I'm assuming the metal diff housing, you can use those screws there. But for the plastic, you still need to use these wood screws with the countersunk. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I need like 6 of them. So I gotta look through my parts to see if I can find another one, but we'll make it work. Let's get it. We in there. Countersunk and all. Yes, sir. Moving on to the front brace. Let's get it. So check this out, guys. You see that little tab right here? It's a little spacer that goes in between the bulkhead and the top plate. They created a little tab that you grab to center the spacer. Some little ingenuity there. I don't know if you guys can see that, because you need that spacer there, but they put a little tab there so you can grab it and center it. You know, MCD Racing is doing things different. You know, I think other RC manufacturers possibly may need to take some pointers on some of the screws that they're using, like the screw types, and some of this other stuff that they're using is just, it's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Wrenching on one of these versus the other RCs, it's like you start to see little things that's beneficial that helps you along the way. I just wanted to leave that tidbit here for you guys. Pretty dope. Got that all nice. Buttoned up. So now we got this piece. Right here. All right, guys, check it out. Got the rear brace, diff top plate, front stiffener plate, front brace, and the servo saver horn all installed, ready to rock and roll. So the next thing is getting these cut out, and then putting my servos in here and running the wires. And then I'll go ahead and put the motor in, ESC in, button everything up, and then we should be ready to rock and roll. Piece by piece, guys. Piece by piece. Let's get it. Houston, we got a problem. So it looks like this mount that came with the car also needs a bracket at the bottom for this to bolt to. You know what I mean? And I don't have that bracket. It did not come in my kit. That sits right here. Then you screw it in, and then the rear brace ring sits up for you to slide the motor in. So I reached out to my hair. Hopefully he will respond. In the meantime, I'm gonna just mount it in there without the rear brace. And we'll see how it goes. Let's get it. All right, guys. So the motor is on the actual motor mount. Takes 2 grub screws. You put one there, and then you twist the motor and you put it through that side so you can hit both of those grub screws right there. Ain't no direction on how to do it. Had to figure it out. I mounted this 2 or 3 times and realized I forgot to bolt something up. So I had to take it out a couple times. It's a lot of screws, but it's in there secure with 2 grub screws. Got this cross member. Had to come up with my own screws to put in there because it did not come with these bolts right here. And then the third one actually connects right there. I mean, the fourth one connects there with that spacer. There's a bolt, but yeah. Good thing I have other 5th scale screws laying around. Otherwise I would be SOL. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in and then move on to putting the battery tray back in there and button this chassis back up. Let's get it. All right. Got it in there. We in there. So, and you don't need the back brace. I'm pretty sure it'd be a nice support to have, but I mean, it's bolted in there, guys. Double bolted from here, this plate, and then it's even 2 grub screws. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting battery tray back on here, flip it around, install the servos, and I think we're gonna be done. Alrighty, let's get it. All right, guys, we making progress. Grab my water. Let's see here. Got the ESC over here. Unfortunately, my battery leads and my ESC leads are too short. Like, the batteries is on one side, ESC on the other, and it just doesn't stretch all the way across with those. So I'm gonna do some extensions. So I'm gonna just cut the wires, add some extensions to it, solder them up, throw some wrap on them, and I'll be done with it. Just gotta do a really good soldering job, and we should be good to go. Let's get it. All right, guys. So snip these wires. I know y'all probably like, damn, what the hell he do that for? Why didn't he just make some connectors? Like, I have a bag of ES8s or QS8s. It's like, why don't you just make another connector? I was like, you know what? Nah, let's just go ahead and extend the wires. So got some flux, some tinning flux. Put that on the wires, and what that does is allows the wire to absorb the solder, right? So it absorbs it, and then take some tin or another speaker wire and just wrap the wires with it, and then just apply the heat, and it put the solder on it, and then we should have a whole new wire. Seems complicated, but it's not. Can't be afraid. You know, you just got to do what you got to do. You know, let's get it. right, guys, check it out. Got the tires over there. And we ready to rock and roll. Give you a really quick look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it outside so we can take a look at it outside. Motor's in, wired up. Lights is in, wired up. Headlights. Let's get it. All right, guys, check it out. I had to put it out against the little flowers. You feel me? It was only right. Y'all see that pearl in there? Check it out, check it out. Got a psychedelic wrap on the hood. Check it out. Looking good. You guys let me know what you think. Took me a couple days to complete it. Did to work and whatnot. But yeah, it's done. Now it's time for a run video. Had to put it next to the flowers. It was only right. I think that's my thumbnail right there. All right, guys, let's go run this bad boy. Let's get it.